there's like this thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies over Jerusalem, and why did it sound one of the most treasured sites in Christianity?
All right. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Friday, May 20th, 2022. How the hell are you? Yep. A little bit late, but for a good cause. Was just on the Alien Addict show. Ended 6 minutes ago for me. But it was great. And here we are for tonight's show. Yes, I've got my Wilcox forehead on. It is really, really white in here, isn't it? And that's racist. How's that racist? You're talking to yourself. There we go. That's a little better. All right. Interesting show tonight. I might want to just let you know it's not going to be what you think it is. I'm not going to be bashing anybody or talking badly about anybody. Just tonight is part one, and this might be a three-parter because I've got 6 people tonight that are a major problem for ufology, in my opinion. My opinion. That's it. And I just want to, go over why real quick. And when Lou Angeles came on Alien Addict a few weeks ago, well, we all kind of thought, well, maybe this is the olive branch being extended to one another and other hosts, Truth Seekers and Area 503 and maybe some others. We just want, we do want, I would like to be friends with everybody in this field. I really would. I think it would be great. I think we would get a lot done. But on the flip side of that coin, it has been tried and tried and tried and tried and tried every year, several times a year. It seems like, you try to reach out to people that, you may want to have a relationship with, that, you guys have a beef, whatever, you work it out. There's just some people that you can't be friends with. And it goes, and that. Sometimes you can't be friends with people because you just don't have the time in the day to fit them in with all your other friends and things you do. And you can imagine, there's a lot of people to talk to in this field. Even though the community isn't huge, it's big enough to where you'll be on the phone all day. You'll be texting all day and emailing all day. One email can take an hour sometimes, if you really want to think about answering everyone's questions and going through stuff. So it's not for the lack of trying. It's just not a realistic thing. People think too far their way, or I think too far my way for them. So there may be the olive branch that was extended through Alien Addict show to Lou CR. Today he had Rather Be Squidding on from the Unidentified Celebrity Review show. And he already knew going into this show that we like the guy. I don't dislike Lou Angeles either. I like Lou. I just don't know how we can work together when we think so differently. But it doesn't mean it can't be resolved. It's just there, like I was told I need to watch what I say. Oh, well, he needs to watch what he says too. I mean, this works both ways. somebody telling me I will be growing more if I wasn't me. You'll grow more if you just stop being you. Your show could be so much bigger if you weren't you. I don't like that. That's all I hear out of that whole conversation. Those whole 2 hours, 3 hours we talked. You know, just don't be you and people will like you. Like me. I'll have you on my show. If you're not you, just don't be you. Wow. I mean, you know, so I can't be him. So how am I going to make Lou Angeles happy? Don't talk about Christina. Apologize? I don't apologize for things I say unless I really, really feel like I need to. And I really, really don't feel like I need to apologize to Christina. And I just found out some other things, which I may share someday, maybe not now, maybe tomorrow. I'll ask this person who's had interactions with Christina Gomez, and she is really about herself. That was the theme. Rich, you were right. This person is all about herself. Sadly. But I can't give you any more information because, not that you'll figure out who it is, you wouldn't, because it's nobody you guys I think you know, but I can't even say any more than that. Not yet. But it's interesting to hear that from somebody other than me. Said, oh, I came across your show, saw your Christina Gomez show, and then I heard what you said the other day, and I have to tell you this story about Christina Gomez. I'm like, oh my God, no. Yeah, so, yeah, it seems like I am right about her too. It's all about her. She knows what she's doing, and she doesn't know what she's doing. You know what I mean? She knows how to be a woman, but doesn't know how to be an adult. That's just my opinion. Learning disorder? Sorry, you're putting your face out in public. Everybody's got a disorder nowadays. Everybody's got PTSD. Everybody has injuries. Everybody's in pain. Everybody had somebody that died in their family. Everybody experiences the same, right? Same roller coaster ride, just a different way that we get there. We all experience life, love, death, birth. We all go through it. We all go through life. Pretty much just wanting to feel good and make friends and have a good time, right? That's all we want. That's all I wanted for UFOlogy, was to have a good time, talk like regular people talk, not talk like everybody else. And, you know, you have a conversation with me, you know, face to face or on the phone, I'm pretty much the same person, you know. You know, here I get a little animated, but I also get animated in regular life when I'm not here. I'm just very passionate about the field. I don't think what I say or do is negative or hurting ufology. However, when you support liars, hoaxers, and I've been blamed for doing that too. Look, even Stephen Cambion had Richard Doty on his show, had Anjali on his show, and I could go on, and the list goes on and on about everybody in this field has dirt. Nobody's perfect. There are no perfect people here. But there are people that just don't give a shit about anybody but themselves. And we'll talk about all those people. Roll call, everybody. Lady blah blah. Perfect way to start the show. Nice picture. Great lipstick, by the way. Welcome to the show, Felicia, the beautiful one, Flores. How are you today, my friend? Venthrill. Welcome to the show. Ian McFadden. You dirty, clean, dirty man, you know. Helen Crystal Energy. And welcome to the show, Ian. Or is it Ian? Helen Crystal Energy. Welcome to the show. Great picture. Shane Reed. Welcome to the show. Member Alien Girl 1. Uno 1. Welcome to the show. Member Frap Sappuccino. Welcome to the show. Red Storm 1, welcome to the show. Stu Gerson, welcome to the show. Lisa M, multiple hearts, big smile, beautiful eyes, welcome to the show. Another great picture. And another beautiful man with great eyebrows. Unidentified S4, member. Unidentified S4, welcome to the show. Look at that picture. You look so happy right there. Member Rebecca Wiles, welcome to the show. That's a good picture. That's a natural. I don't know how you did that. It's hard to get a natural selfie. You didn't do that, though. See, you didn't do that. You just went, I'm taking this picture, and I don't give a shh. And that's what you did. Member David Wilcox, welcome to the show. Great eyebrows, dude. Great eyebrows. That's not even you, is it? No, that's David Icke. I knew it was David Icke. Welcome to the show. William Bonney, 420. Welcome to the show. Member Akashi Chris. Good points, Rich, she says. Welcome to the show. Akashi Chris. Gesundheit. I don't know, man. Member Samantha Morris. Welcome to the show. Member Denba. Welcome to the show. Craig William. Welcome to the show. I know everything about Chrissy Snow. The minute I laid my peepers on the big phony homies. Yep. Lynn Hurley Wallington. Lynn Wallington Hurley. Welcome to the show from Rebellious UFO. It's not your job to make everyone happy. Everyone is responsible for their own happiness. You are correct, young lady. All right, are we good? Robert Redman, welcome to the show. Off-World Adam, welcome to the show. Member Dorothy Hawkins, how are you today? Welcome to the show. Complaisert, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see ya. Raymond Lawrence, welcome to the show. All right, Jim Davidson, welcome to the show. Who's at the front door? Boston Deadhead, I think you're new here. Welcome to the show. All right, Mary Jose Sproul, welcome to the show. Hey, Walt Corbin became a member? I thought you were already. Welcome to the show. Sorry, I'm yelling. De Niro 5000, welcome to the show. Bill Nice, welcome to the show. All right. If I didn't say hi, it doesn't mean I don't love you. Tim Starr, what's up? Liz G, what's up? Jeanette Bombach, what's up? Welcome to the show. Mark Torana, welcome to the show. Metalhead. All right. Everybody, we're here. Ready? Scott Brown, what's up, man? Scott Brown was on, welcome to the show. He was also on Alien Addict with me, Josh and Artemis, Lee from Must See Audio, and Rather Be Squidding. It was a really good show. And I tell you, Rather's just a regular dude, man. Just, to me, the guy seems really happy. He just seems like a happy-go-lucky guy. I mean, I don't see any hate coming from him. I never have. I like his opinions. They're smart. He's a good guy, man. I think, you see, and that's what I mean, because he's on UCR, with Lou Angeles. And not everybody's going to see eye to eye. Even if you're the host of a show and you have two other people there helping you, or three, whatever it is, it's good when you have people with opposing opinions and thoughts. If you look at what Rather Be Squidding did when he talked and made that comment about Lou and his sock accounts and all that other stuff, that just brought a lot of good eyes and attention to Rather, I think. I thought that was an interesting time for him. And also for what we were learning about Lou and what he does behind the scenes with the sock accounts and multiple personalities, I'm pretty sure. Well, when you have sock accounts, you're playing other personalities. Who are we kidding? I mean, that's what he did. And we just heard Lou say, and we knew it, but we heard him say on another podcast that he had a mission I played the clip yesterday, and that was to come into ufology and do what he does best. Espionage, counterintelligence, and things of that nature. He brought it here and did what he said he wanted to do. It didn't work, though. Okay? It could have. But you know what ufology did? Almost all of us, except for the Fissler group, they're the only ones. Well, I mean, you could talk about Jimmy Church and the other guy I've got, Brandon. They're not really in the drama business, especially Brandon Fugel. But I know behind the scenes, Jimmy Church is an asshole. And I have heard so many stories on him and how he treats other radio hosts or podcast hosts and other people who want to be behind the mic. He is a condescending prick. And I remember when I first heard that, I'm like, are you sure? Jimmy Church is that way? He doesn't seem that way. And this was several years ago. Oh yeah, he's that way. He's that way. But I never heard him say anything bad about me. At all. But he is a popular show, let's just say. Jimmy Church and that Fade to Black, they do very well over there, but they really don't. Jimmy's numbers have been in decline slowly over the last year and a half for some reason, but he does support every slime ball in this field. Every slime ball. He does. How many times did he have David Wilcox on his show? Corey Good, right? Who else? It just Richard Dolan. Richard Dolan's an asshole. And, oh yeah, I forgot. Said that he interviewed a dead guy as truth seekers, what Steve Campion would say. It is amazing that Jimmy Church doesn't give a shit. When there were rumors recently this year that Travis Walton, when Mike Rogers came out and said, yeah, me and Travis faked everything and all that, Jimmy Church didn't even want to entertain the idea, didn't care at all that people were saying how Mike Rogers described how they faked it. Jimmy Church didn't even want to go on. When he had what's his name on his show, Travis Walton, he says, you know, Travis, I know there's a lot of drama and all this stuff going on, but I'm not even going to entertain the thought that any of that is true. We know, Travis, right, Travis? I mean, we've broken bread together. You've had my coffee. I mean, come on. It's Travis Walton, you know. I'm going to make sure your name is clear of any hoaxes. By the way, buy my coffee and listen to Fade to Black Monday through Thursday and sometimes Friday. We have 8 minutes of the commercials coming up at the bottom of every hour and the top of every hour and halfway through there. So at every 15 minutes, we're going to have a commercial for 9 minutes long. Buy my coffee. Look at my guitars. I can't play a lick of one. Oh, I can. I can. He can play, right? And what is it with ufology and guitars? Frickin' Wilcox has guitars in the back of his in his studio now. Dave Scott, he can't even play the guitar, and he's got guitars on it. I like guitars. I think they're interesting. I think they're beautiful. Guitars are beautiful. I think all instruments are beautiful, but that's for another show. But you've heard, if you're going over to Truth Seekers this week, you heard a lot about Jimmy Church, David Wilcox, and everybody else in this field, Lou Elizondo. And we just can't get away from it. We just can't. And when Lou came here in 2016, 17, whatever frickin' year it was, 17? Doesn't matter. 2016, March 15, 2016 was when TTSA came out. That's when they did their little press thing, right? And then, what was it, October of the next year, I think they did that thing with Lou and did the fake presser and everybody. There was no audience. Lou came in, and when Lou came in, a lot of other people came with him that we never heard of before. And, you know, the one guy on my thumbnail today, Lou Angeles, came out of nowhere. Came out of nowhere, started up a podcast, says Lou contacted him, wanted to go on his show. The guy, I thought, was from Hawaii. I remember watching a show with Lou Angeles on it, wearing a Hawaiian shirt, and just by himself with 300 subscribers or so. And I remember saying, to Third Phase of Moon, I even sent them a clip of this guy that I've never seen before who's saying what we say. I said, guys, he's actually pretty good. He was ripping on Lou, talking about what we talked about. So, somewhere along the way, he got corrupt. And I think it's when Lou contacted him. Maybe, I don't know. But whatever it was, he also, if he supports Lou, which he doesn't, I don't know, he says he wants to be friends with him, with Lou Elizondo. And I don't know how you'd want to be friends with somebody that you really shouldn't trust. So it's a bad, and I know why. Lou Angeles wants him to be friends and come on his show. And it's the only reason why they flew by us here at Subscribers. It's the only reason. You bring Lou Elizondo on, he had 2,700 subscribers in 1 month, in January. 1 month. Because of Lou. That's 25% of his subscribers in 1 month. Imagine if we got a bump like that. Yeah, we'd be at 11,000 almost. So, I don't want to hear that he works harder, smarter, and with better people. Because, and I'm not talking about Rather Be Squidding or UFO Jane or anybody else that helped Lou get to where he is. I'm talking about Lou Elizondo helping Lou Jimenez get the unidentified celebrity review to where it is. Without Lou Elizondo ever contacting him, that's his story. He says Lou contacted him. I'm just going to take it at face value. I don't know if that's how it happened, but whatever. He kept having him on 7 times, supporting a guy who wants to ruin ufology, and tried and failed. Not only did Lou Elizondo fail, but he made us stronger, I think. By the way, if you want to help support the show, I know I forgot to say it. What is it? Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. If you want to become a member of GUFON, I've got new icons that were made by Mike Johnson. So we're going to be posting those. There's a nos that will be part of that. A couple of other cool little pictures, icons, badges, whatever you want to call them, and emojis. And I'll be posting a video up probably tomorrow for the patrons and also the GUFON subscribers. But yeah, all the links are in the show description and on the homepage of GUFON. So here we are, just doing what we do. And, you know, Fessler, I'm the one. It's my fault. I saw him on, I don't know where. I think it was Alien Girl's show. I'm pretty sure it was. And I was listening to this guy, and I thought he was saying the right stuff because he was. He was using the right language about Lou and what we do. And I asked him, hey, you know, I listened to you a few times. I saw you on your show. Thought maybe you'd want to come on. I don't know, something like that. And we started having a little correspondence here and there. And yeah, it was it started off pretty good. Had him on the show. Everybody who was here knew he was on the same side we were. And then once he hit 1,000 subscribers, he turned on us. GUFON, UFOlogy in general, and became a real big asshole. Him, Rob Heatherly, Ack, whoever. And Lou Elizondo helped this guy get 1,500 subscribers. He literally had barely 1,000, 1,100 subscribers, and then Lou gets on his show. What is the fascination with the Fessler team that Lou would want to promote these people? And I can't put my finger on it. Maybe I got to put my finger in it. I don't know. I just think it's a very, very strange relationship, and one that I still can't figure out. I understand that Fessler and those guys don't like us, or for whatever reason, but for a guy like Lou, who supposedly worked in the Pentagon and was the face of ufology for the last couple of years, why would he want to associate with people who dox and bully and harass people? It's really weird. I think Lou Elizondo is using Fessler. And he doesn't care, Fessler. As a matter of fact, he needs to have Lou help him with that show. It is painstakingly boring. It's awful. And the comedy over there that they try to bring is like, I haven't seen it since I was in first grade. It's amateur hour. It's just not funny. It's not smart. And, they try to say smart things. Like, I know I'm not the smartest guy in the room. I don't have a degree in physics. I don't have a techno degree, whatever you want to call those things. I am a video guy. I am a people person type of guy. I study that. And, yeah, it was pretty amazing. I guess when you don't actually talk to people and you're only talking with texts or emails, you really can't get a feel for who that person is. So I didn't see it coming. And, I'm trying to be nicer, and try to have some corroboration between other channels and just do things by myself. So, I reached out to this guy and was nice. I still to this day don't know what I did to have Fessler turn on me like that. And it happened at the same time where Wreakin' Havoc, who's the guy who I helped promote his dust bunnies and mystical orbs and all that shit. It was actually interesting, to be honest. But when I told John, Wreakin' Havoc, that you don't have evidence that would be considered enough that's proof that you could actually say these are demons or ghosts or spirits, your evidence, he got so mad at me and said a lot of things and then went over to Fessler. And I guess they started talking, and the next thing I know, a day later, everybody hates me over there because I think of what happened with John. I'm not sure. I still, like I said, to this day, I don't know. But it was really strange that Fessler did what he did. And he did it in the name of Lou. It's really raining hard right now. We're getting some real severe storms here today in Florida, on and off. It's supposed to be like this all weekend. But it is unbelievable outside right now, if you can hear it. So, I know I say things here, but I don't think I say things that are so bad that you would want to dox me or try to find out what my criminal status is, It's funny. It is. It's interesting. Yeah, and many people have tried. There's nothing on me. I have never been arrested for a felony. for anything like that. Yeah, I've been arrested. Sure. Sure. What was I arrested for? Fighting. And yeah, because I was a bouncer at a club. So, I was let out 2 hours later and everything was dropped. But still. And also drag racing. Yeah. That's it. Nothing major. Oh, that's right. Yeah. That underground tunnel at the Mexican border. Yeah, I forgot about that. They found my wallet there. Must have fallen out of my back pocket when I was smuggling. No, just kidding. I did get in trouble at the border once. Yeah. Yeah, the story's on Spreaker if you want to go listen to it. It's pretty good. No, it's gone. I think it's been deleted. Yeah. No, it's up there. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. It is 7:45 p.m. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. You can see the new clock on the wall back there. It's right next to me because it's a laser. Tomorrow, what is tomorrow? Saturday? We're doing Saturday in the UK. 5 p.m. 5, right? It's 5. Right. And I don't know what I'm doing Sunday. I may do a show Sunday. I may take it off. I don't know. We have, and then the week after that, we have the holiday coming up. Right? Isn't it Labor Day? Is that what they call it? I'm looking it up. I can't see it. I'm on the 30th. The 30th, what a Memorial Day. Memorial Day. Okay. So, Jimmy Church and Christina Gomez. Interesting. There's been rumors going around that these two have intermingled, and apparently, to me, I think it's a true rumor because nobody's denying it. And I've seen Jimmy Church now with Christina Gomez more times in the last month than 3 years. It's really interesting. Yeah, they've been coupling up a lot. Makes you wonder. She never denied it. But excuse me. But apparently, the rumors are true that I heard. No, they're not. I don't know if they are. But I don't really have much to say about her. And I'm not going to spend a lot more time on this, but Christina Gomez, you might have heard Truth Seekers going over it too. She got where she got. She got that position. She was already doing what she was doing on her own channel, lost the channel, got picked up by Debrief. They gave her a break, gave her the show, bring her guests, give her all the information she needs. Well, I'm finding out that, and this isn't just from one person, this is from several people. Four people have told me that she takes questions and ideas from other people's shows and uses them. And there's nothing wrong with that, I don't think, right? I don't think there is. I don't think there's anything wrong with asking your guest a similar question or maybe the same question as they answered a question on someone else's show. I get it. But to create an entire show based on what somebody else did, I don't know if that's proof, but the rumors are out there. And I don't know if people are blowing smoke up my ass just because they want me to talk more shit, but that's all. I'm not going to say anything else about her because there really isn't anything important to say. She is all about Christina Gomez. She doesn't have a passion for this field. I know very few people have the passion that I do. And I am looking for those type of personalities out there that are doing the right thing. Who's in this field with the passion to give you the truth? Jimmy Church? Are you kidding me? That guy only cares about Jimmy Church. And that's it. Nobody else. Nobody. Brandon Fugel, Skinwalker Ranch. The show the other day was pretty good. I didn't think it was that bad. I kind of enjoyed it. But again, it is for entertainment purposes, and we can't take anything they say seriously. And, you know, the theme over at Skinwalker Ranch is that there's a portal that is supposedly anywhere between 1,500 and 5,000 feet above this triangle that's located on the ranch. And, you know, they've done a couple of tests by dropping containers out of a helicopter with GPS tracker in it, and, you know, looked like it bounced off something and went back against the wind. 48 of 50 bottles were lost, went to another dimension. They couldn't even find them. Come on, man. You can't find orange and green, fluorescent lime green and fluorescent orange bottle containers 1.5 feet long with tethers attached to them about 3 to 4 feet. You can't find about 48 of them? You only found 2? What kind of show is this? This is awful. You know damn well they only wanted to have 2 because all the other ones came in and worked properly. There was no conflicting data. I guarantee that's what happened. So they found 2 that may have bounced a little too hard or weren't calibrated correctly. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's electronics, and sometimes electronics just don't work. We all know that, you know, we've all had a phone that just didn't work right after a while or didn't work at all. We've all turned on the car and the engine light comes on because something is glitching. You know, this shit happens all the time with electronics. So the fact that 48 out of 50 of these containers went missing is a lie. I can't prove it. But come on, man. They're dropping it over the same little area. You're going to tell me those bottles just disappeared? And you really didn't make it a big thing? They hardly even talked about it. They go, how many containers did we find? 2. Out of all of those, you only found 2? Yeah. That was it. They didn't say anything else about the other 48 because it looked like they had 50. They never told us how many they dropped, but I did a little count, paused the screen, and tried to figure out how many. It looked like they had about 20 to 25 of each. Fluorescent green, fluorescent orange with the big 4-foot tether. Can you hear the rain? It's wicked. It sounds like it's hailing. It might be. Matter of fact, there was a tornado warning earlier at 3 o'clock. Watch. It was a tornado watch. Not a warning. Sorry. But yeah, so this show, and I just heard I don't know who said, I think it was Lee from Musty Audio said it, or Scott, maybe I've said it, but they know somebody who worked like on Ancient Aliens or History Channel, and they wrote scripts for the show or shows. And everything that these people say was scripted pretty much with a little bit of, you know, a little change here and there just because. Can't remember everything. They're supposedly not actors, but it sounds like Giorgio Tsoukalos and David Childress and all the other ones who were on there are actors. I mean, this is just falling apart every single day. It's something new. Somebody's doing something somewhere bad. Where's the good in this field? Where's the good? That's all I care about. I like talking about the bad stuff because I find bad stuff interesting. I like drama. I think drama is very interesting. David Wilcox, well, thank you. You're the first super chat today. Do you think the government would let this property go if there was something to it? No. No. That's true, David Wilcox. Thank you for the Canadian $5. You are the first one tonight, so... Thank you, David Wilcox. Super donate. What is it? Good. Super chat. $25 from Canada. Good question. And a continuing supporter of GUFON. It's pouring out. Thunder. Thank you, man. I appreciate the support. So, I don't know, man. You know, we go across this, we live this life once. And I kind of feel like I never felt like this 10 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. But don't you think we're like in a test? Or an experience to do the right thing? If you think about like the 10 Commandments, right? I grew up, Charlton Heston was Moses, right? He parted the Red Sea in a 3-hour TV show that some would say was a documentary. Wow. That was really close. This is the end. Did you hear that? Hold on, I'm getting... the Weather Channel just gave me a message. Let's see what it is. 2 lightning strike alerts. Lightning strike 1.5 miles away from your location. Lightning strike 1.4 miles away from your location. It's getting closer. It's like poltergeist. Is a tree going to come through my window? And it's going to grab me? Oh my God, please make that happen. Please. Well, this is only part 1. You know, I know you guys know everything I said because I spread it out over every show pretty much. But, you know, I did a lot of, played a lot of videos lately, and I just wanted to get some things off my chest about certain people. And these 6 are the beginning. And you know how this came, let me show you. Hold on. This came out about us, you know, hold on. Where are you? Hold on. They say I made the same mistake twice. I'm a little confused right now. Well, that's par for the course, right? Here we are. All right, now I am really confused. Hold on a second. This is interesting what's going on here. Here it is. I found it. So this image, pulling it up. I believe this is it. Yep. This. This is what I believe Josh and Artemis put together, or somebody who did this. Hold on. I don't want to show private messages by accident. Oh, Dorothy Hawkins. This image came out with a different text. Here's mine. Oh, Dorothy. It says, the truth tellers, all my favorites. And this was put out as shows not to listen to in a tweet. That I don't know if Rob Heatherly did it, but I saw this on Joe Merja's tweet, and it's been spreading around like wildfire on Twitter. So some people, it looks like, you know, this is what I like, all my favorites, because we're the ones who actually tell you the truth. All of us. Stephen Greer, well, you know, Stephen Greer they don't like, but hey, you know what? Rather Be Squidding said some shit about Elizondo he hated. Stephen Greenstreet did not like Elizondo asking to ask Lou if he was a criminal. John Greenwald Jr. speaks the truth as he knows because he does FOIA requests and he's not spitting out any wrong information. He's giving information that is given to him by the government. I don't even know who Kevin Flarius is. Let's see. Jeremy McCowan, Simon Fly. I'm surprised some of these names. Joel Griffin Dodd, Aaron DeSario, Robert Salas, a lot of people don't like. Akashi Chris, I was surprised to see you in here. Michael Huntington, that's funny to me. Here's Jack Brewer, Project Unity, Area 503 Manny, and a bunch of us here. You know, Dark Sky Files, 5x5 News, we know who they are. Mad Scientist Podcast, Third Phase of Moon, Cal Korf, Lord Ludacris, Lynn Wallington. Are you kidding me? I can't believe, as nice as you are, as sweet as you are, you're on there. UFO Reality Check. See, and now, you know what's interesting about this? They're lumping you in with people like me. I don't think that's a good lump for you, Lynn. I think that's odd. Don't you think? Yeah, that thunder. Yeah, it's amazing. Frapsap with a $10. Remember, Frapsap $10 super chat. GUFON. The 10 Commandments with Charlton Heston was a documentary, except they got one thing wrong. The pillar of fire by night was horizontal, like a cigar-shaped UFO rather than vertical. Oh, very good. I did not remember that. Thank you, Frapsap. Frapsappuccino with a $10 super chat. That's a really good one, bro. Thank you. Yeah, that's true. Just a little mistake. They probably couldn't make it horizontal, right? I wonder why they didn't do it the right way. Charlie Weiser's on here. There's Cambion here. Stephen Cambion. Philip Mantle. Artemis, and Josh again. Lou the Liar. The Sixth Sense. And the Taliban. Or as Biden would say, the Taliban. Like, he cares about saying it that way for some reason. Just say Taliban. Don't show them any respect, you prick. Anyway, this is now all the shows you should be watching. So what I'm doing is I'm putting up my own version of this by doing these shows, and the thumbnail has 6 people already. So I've just done a little part, and I've got many more people to talk about. So this is just part 1. I thought that was interesting. And by the way, thank you for sending that to me, Dorothy. Or I think you send it in a general chat for several of us. That's funny. Yeah. It's amazing. This whole field is, I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, hold on. Uh-oh, I think we got a PayPaler. Did we get a PayPaler? Hey, oh, wow, Nathan with $10. Thank you, man. That's a PayPal. Let's see if he's left a message. Just take it. I got it. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. Thank you very much. Nathan Allen, Nathan Nitskis, Nathan's Hot Dogs. Nathan Allen, thank you. Probably the longest. Well, you would be second longest fan of the show, friend of the show at this point. William Pattison has got the record. He was with me since week number 2 in 2006. Yeah, it's amazing. But, yeah. So I have my little list, and that's that. And so we're starting off, with 6. That's it. Nothing else I could... Look, it's just... They're going to put up stuff like that. I'm going to do a show like this and be very specific about people. I don't think what... I don't even know. It doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? Who cares? It's over. I'm trying to show you something, and it won't... There we go. Let's see if it works. Nope. Stu Gerson. Thanks, man. Stu Gerson with a very generous $1 no emoji or super chat discussion. Just plain pure support. Thank you very much for the super chat of $1, man. I appreciate that. and a continuing supporter of GUFON. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thanks. Every dollar helps. You know, we do this show every single day, just about. And I think we give a lot of good information here. You know, we do have some fun. We're going to, you know, show you a video here right now that I think you might need to see this. Hold on. Let me see. Did I show this last night? Hold on. No, I didn't show this last night. Did I? How could this be? Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm going to do something here. Let me refresh. This was yesterday? So I didn't show this on the show. I thought I did. I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I did. I showed it. Did I show the big craft over Hawaii last night? Did I? Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Oh no, because it rained and my allergies are starting to go. Ah. Did I show the third phase movie last night? I don't think I did I? Show that massive UFO over Hawaii. I don't think I did. All right. I did show it, right? Okay. I thought I did. Yeah, the air car plane was really cool. That's true. Yeah. Hold on. I want to hear what they said about this. Hold on. This is... Yeah, I'm going to pull up another video. Yeah, here. I'm going to pull this up. Because there's a video in here I want to show you. Oh, I see. I think I did. Yeah, I already did. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not going to play it. I have other stuff to show you. Yeah, that video of that object. Yeah, that's right. I was talking about it. I said, oh, maybe it's a plane, but it's definitely not a plane. Oh, I just got another $10. Oh my God, you guys. All right. PayPal just came in again from John Griffin. Thank you very much, John. I think you gave me one yesterday too. John Robertson gave me one late or early this morning for $5 on PayPal. Thank you for that. And also just now, Marie Jose Sproul for $2.50 on PayPal. Thanks a lot. That's unbelievable. Super generoso. Mucho gusto to everybody involved. All right. All right. I didn't even wear a hat today. This is for you guys, all of you at once. Thank you, everybody who just gave a PayPal support. At Gush. At Gush. All over super chats. What? Super stickers. No. Thank you. Giggity, giggity. Giggity, giggity. All right. All right, I have a couple of things we need to talk about. Canadian Defense Minister was briefed on UFOs ahead of U.S. intel report. Have you heard about this? I didn't know that. That's amazing. Ahead of the release of a much anticipated U.S. intelligence report on UFOs, former Canadian Defense Minister Harjit Sajjan received a briefing on UFOs. Documents obtained by ctvnews.ca reveal the June 21 briefing. I'm sorry, my allergies are starting to make me get. The briefing followed a flurry of mainstream media coverage about a then upcoming report on U.S. military sightings, which was the June 25th, 180 days and all that, on the UAP. The term American official used for what are more commonly known as unidentified flying objects, UFOs. I expect I'm not alone in noting the recent increase in comment regarding UFOs in the media internationally, particularly in the U.S. Sajan's then chief of staff wrote in a May 19, 2021 email to senior defense officials, I believe it is prudent to request a full briefing for Minister Sajan from the Canadian perspective on this issue. Canadian. What do we need a Canadian perspective on? What? What are you going to tell us? Do you know who we are? We're the house, you're the attic. You just sit there and hold on to chairs and other stuff we can't use. Christmas decorations and all that shit. And maybe, just maybe, someday the attic will be used as a studio. A lieutenant colonel coordinated the effort. An accompanying 5-page slide presentation included an overview of cases and procedures which currently link the Canadian Armed Forces with air traffic controllers, federal aviation authorities, and a civilian research in Manitoba. CTVnews.ca acquired the slides and related emails through an access to information request. It took 6 weeks of emails before a Department of National Defense spokesperson confirmed the briefing occurred in early June 21, although they would not provide the exact date. He said, no, we don't have records of subsequent briefs based on currently available information, the National Defense spokesperson said. Minister Anand has not received a brief at this juncture. Well, did he or didn't he? See? Anyway, it's one thing after another. I want to go to Jeremy Corbell's website, I believe. I meant to go here yesterday, and I didn't. I want to pull it up real quick. Oh, you got to be kidding me. It's not going to let me pull this up? Yeah, it is. Okay. I would have quit. So here we go. Jeremy Kenyon Lockyer Corbell presents Extraordinary Beliefs. Ready? Enter. All right, let's see what this shithead has.
My name is Jeremy Corbell. I seek to weaponize your curiosity.
Oh, you stupid mother.
And if you're ready to suspend your own prejudice, welcome to the world of extraordinary beliefs.
Are we all the product of an alien video game?
The extraterrestrial technology is real, it's possible.
We have material that has been pulled out of a man's leg that should not exist. This sample could not have been made on Earth because the isotopic ratios.
And where is that? Where is that evidence? Why aren't we getting that evidence out into the public? Shouldn't that be a part of this? Implants? They never even talked about implants, did they? It's only about sightings. That's all we got in the hearings. Imagine maybe someday they're going to be talking about alien abductions and implants. The day that happens, I would have to agree. That would be disclosure. Like a silent scream of disclosure.
I know there are alien craft here from another planet. I was inside one.
One was inside.
Who are we? And
What?
where are we
Nothing.
actually sitting within the architecture of our universe? Are we alone? Or is the answer simply stranger than we can
We
think?
gotta weaponize your asshole. You mean your face? Yeah. Yeah. That's what he means. That's it? Great. Another POS. Oh, wait. How do we get out of here? What else we got in this shit show? Shitty movie, shitty movie, shitty movie, shitty movie, shitty movie, shitty movie. Shitty lies, lies, and more lies.
We're seeing objects that fly with impunity within our restricted airspace.
Do we? I already know Jeremy Corbell's total script. He says impunity, weaponize your asshole, and a lot of hand gestures.
Is a national security issue until we determine origin and intent.
Filmmaker Jeremy Corbell has been researching.
By the way, I know everybody's got a style, but those are the ugliest glasses. Absolutely ugly. This look right here, this is what they wear in California. This is the look. The longer beard that he has now, he put on those glasses. He thinks he's John Lennon. Oh, or Edgar Casey. I don't know. Oh, no, that's Wilcox. God, I hate those glasses. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them.
UFOs for
I do,
years.
I hate 'em.
He obtained and released several videos of UAPs in the last year that were filmed by military personnel and verified by the Department of Defense and eyewitness accounts.
I have been releasing footage where UFOs are swarming Navy warships, which sometime they move in ways that are far beyond our concepts of material science and our known propulsion.
What was splashed?
The methodology of the propulsion.
Look, he has to wear his little brother's t-shirt too.
And the power sources are game-changing.
The tighter the shirt, the bigger your arms will look, and your tattoos will come to life. Weaponize your asshole.
For any nation that can start to even begin to understand the technology that is observed and represented.
Of course, CNN, the biggest bullshit network on the planet. News agency, whatever you want to call them. Can you imagine losing 90% of your audience in one day? It's pretty much what happened. Well, Bob Lazar and Jeremy Corbell. God, he was such a dick on there, wasn't he? Here's where he was a real dick, Corbell. He was a real dick on this show, wasn't he?
First made this big scanner with these UV things that works. He just whipped it up in his garage.
I'll remind you, you got the scanner. I got a laser gun.
Right.
You got a laser gun?
I did, man. It is super powerful. So it's like a handheld toy that he retrofitted with a superpower. So I'm like lighting shit on fire in my house.
So it looks like a handheld toy, but it's actually a real laser?
Look at Joe Rogan's a little small there, isn't he? Guarantee Joe Rogan's juiced. Not there. He was probably off.
The toy with full noise.
It's launched 1,000 different, products like the hat.
It's not crazy to think that something from somewhere is far ahead of us.
Yes, so that's one of the big things. Getting Commander Fravor in that room with Bob was so cool because Bob talks to whoever he's talking with. He helps you understand what he's saying. He can go into high specified detail on stuff, but typically he's just talking to whoever's there. When I got him in front of Commander Fravor, all of us and Matt, we were all in the room. It was amazing because Commander Fravor saw it too. He saw something like Bob saw it. And the way that the craft, the Tic Tac moved, it cannot be something that we have because it was clearly gravitationally propelled. This is something they talk about. Commander Fravor saw it bouncing like a ping pong ball on the inside of a glass. The inertia, being able to go bum, bum, bum. And the coolest thing Bob said was, well, Commander Fravor, Dave, it could have been a subject to a time distortion. So you're seeing it one way. And they started talking about gravity amplification. It was just so cool to see them talk without an audience. What the fuck did Commander Fravor see? And Bob was, it's cool that when he can be calm and chill like that and just talk to another human.
And what's...
You know what I want to do real quick? Weaponize my asshole. No, I want to watch. Oh, there's more? I thought let's see what this one is. UFO debunkers beware. Uh-oh. Is this Brent right here? Right here. Is that Brent Cousins? That looks like Brent more than Blake.
Smell that? Dead bomb, son. Nothing else in the world smells like.
I don't think I can play this. Isn't that from a movie? You gotta weaponize your asshole. But sir, you're the asshole. Well then weaponize me. Sir. What's that, Junior? All right,
And
I want to hear Fravor for a second.
About 60 miles between the two of us. We're off the coast of San Diego. It doesn't come to the air wing, so we have no idea that these things are out there at all.
So they observed these things, and they never bothered telling any of you guys.
That's correct.
So they just knew that these things had been visiting this area,
yes.
But they just allowed this training exercise to take place anyway.
Yeah, talking to them, for the 2 weeks, they would show up, but it was when we weren't.
So they knew the UFOs were out there, but they let them do their training exercises anyway, right? So they couldn't have been a threat. You see, that doesn't make sense, right? If these were such a threat, these UFOs, they're going into our secured airspace with impunity.
We're off the coast of San Diego. It doesn't come to the air wing, so we have no idea that these things are out there at all.
So they observed these things, and they never bothered telling any of you guys.
That's correct.
So they just knew that these things had been visiting this area,
yes.
But they just allowed this training exercise to take place anyway.
Yeah, talking to them, for the 2 weeks, they would show up, but it was when we weren't flying. So the typical carrier schedule is, for us, it was about noon to midnight. It's a 12-hour day. There's reasons for that. It can go a lot longer. But for training, we just do the 12-hour day thing. And it's cyclic ops, so you got guys taking off and landing.
Hey, Joe K., the Canadian $7 member, Joe K., thank you. Corbell versus Stan Freeman. I'm pulling it up now. I want to watch it. Yeah, it's been a minute. I think I watched it 6 months ago here. But I want to play it a little longer today. Yeah, I love that. Because he's such a dick, right? The way he talks to Stanton Friedman and the audience like he's winning something, like he just won a debate with Stanton Friedman, yet he didn't win anything. Oh, I hate this guy. Weaponize your asshole. Thank you, Joe K., for the $7 super chat. A continuing supporter of GUFON. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, guys. I really do. We do this show every day. And I want to talk about this new show that I'm watching on Amazon too. So I'm going to continue this. We got a few things left to talk about. It's going all right.
Periodically.
We're on schedule.
So we were on one of the first goes. It's noon, 1 o'clock, somewhere around there. And we take off. The Marines take off first. And my buddy Cheeks, who's the CO of the Marine Squadron, he was leading the Red Air. When he launched off the carrier first, they called him up and said, "Hey, what do you got on board?" Well, the original legacy F-18s don't have as much gas as the Super Hornets. Super Hornet's about 30% bigger. So they start talking to him about fuel, and based on how long we're going to be airborne and everything else, they go, "Hey, why don't you just go ahead and proceed to your cap point?" Because we had just taken off. And that's when the controller had come up and said, "Hey," I forget our call sign. It's probably like dealer is usually what we went. So it'd be like dealer 11. This is Princeton Control. What do you got? Say your loadout. And I kind of chuckled. I said, well, I got a CATM 9, which is basically just a blue metal tube with a seeker head for an AIM-9 IR missile. It's a training. It doesn't come off the airplane. You can beat it with a sledgehammer. That's the only way you're going to get it off, or you got to unlock the lugs with a key.
I am having a hard time finding this video. If anybody knows where it is, because, I'm doing this right now, so, I don't want to take up the show, and I can't play clips forever. I am looking for it, and you think it would come. Oh, I found it. I found it. I did. Got it. I almost quit. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You hear the rain? It's wicked hot. It's pouring out there. It's like cats and frogs. Alright, I can't play the whole thing, but we're going to play enough of this. This is fun. I forgot about this. Yeah, since I don't put ads on the show anymore, we get a copyright claim. I wasn't making any money anyway. I hope you guys like that there's no more ads. Yeah. I don't think it's worth the 80 cents that I would make off one video to make a video have ads in it. It's not worth it. Here we go. I'm just
But I
starting
wasn't
at
going to
random.
endorse implications that this guy had graduated from one of the top schools in the country, and MIT qualifies. Was he in the top 10 in his class? No. Top 50? No. Now she's laughing. Top 100? No. He was like 265 out of 366, which is the bottom third.
Okay, but can we cut to the chase here?
Well, he's
The
getting to
point
the...
is that the notion that he went to MIT doesn't stand up. Nobody could find him in a yearbook. None of 5 people there I talked to, including the registrar, had any connection with him. And he was in the bottom third of his class. An MIT admissions office says you got to be in the top 20%. They'll bend if it's more than 15, you know. He was lying about having gone to MIT. I'd called Caltech. They never heard of him. He was asked in Rachel, Nevada, home of the infamous Little Alien, to name some of his professors. He said, let's see, Bill Doxxing will remember me from Caltech physics. I looked in my directory. There's Bill Doxxing. I called him. He never taught at Caltech, only at Pierce Junior College, which is a long way intellectually, if not geologically, from Caltech. He checked. Bob had taken a course under him at the very same time when he was supposedly at MIT, 2,500 miles away. And if you can go to MIT, you don't go to Pierce Junior College. So we've got some dissimulation. Is that a good word?
Love to say something about that.
All right, can Jeremy speak to that now, or do you have?
Sure. I've
We're
got
gonna go
something
back
else.
and forth, man. You know, you got to give me a second. You know, you say something.
Okay.
So, like, basically, let's just get to the crux of it. The crux of it is none of this is real.
Might add, where you thought you could hide, but you can't now as easily. So what he was doing out there, I don't know. His explanations yesterday were very crude, having worked in industry for 14 years, about what he was doing. And we've got a gravity amplifier. That's a great term, but he sure didn't tell us any details. I mean, there's a dome, and you can feel things when you go close to the dome. That doesn't.
Thanks, Boston Deadhead.
Besides that, we just don't understand.
I don't know how much what he did was science and what he did there. Well, has he written a paper about what he did when he was out there? What is it you want me to say about him? He was an interesting guy to watch.
I want you just to stop saying the same thing that has nothing to do with the reality of the story. The story is George Knapp has followed this story for 25 years,
yes.
Compared to the 25 minutes, man, that you've done. And George Knapp is telling us, not only does he believe Bob, but he's verified right and left almost every detail possible. So let's get away from this little, he lied about his education. I don't even care. What I care about is, did he or did he not back engineer aliens?
How could you not care if the guy lied about his education? This is a guy who's making claims that he worked at S4 on alien spacecraft, off-world vehicles, and this is the lack of critical thinking. This is a guy who's invested in Bob Lazar. This is his meal ticket. That this is in 2018. Did the movie come out? No. So he knows he's going to have Bob Lazar in his movie. When did that movie come out? The Bob Lazar POS. I'll take a look.
Spacecraft that our government are holding. Now, I don't know the answer to that, but I do believe him. But I wasn't there, but I do believe him, and there's reasons for that.
Did he figure out how they work?
And the whole idea right here, the whole idea that he was doing nothing scientific and he just explained a dome, why don't you try that conversation with him in depth about the science of it? He has explained it in high detail, and probably you have all read it. I don't know if you haven't read it, but there's been a lot of information out there. And, you know, honestly, it takes, like, curiosity and persistence on a story to make a breakthrough. And that's what George Knapp has done for 25 years. That's what I've done for 5 years, and I'm more than satisfied. Satisfy yourselves. Get into it. Get into it.
A couple of things. To be fair to Stanton, of course, he's more
Smarter
than
than you.
he can have his own opinion, and I think that.
Thank you.
Beyond that, and it's impossible to say that Stanton has not done a significant amount of research. Certainly not as much as
I didn't say that.
George
Compared
Knapp
to George
or
Knapp,
Jeremy, but
25 years compared to, it would be a ratio of 25 minutes, man. George Knapp has dedicated his career to this.
And we're going to arrange the meeting still. Yes. But again, to be fair to Stanton and to put you on the spot again, clap your hands if you doubt Lazar's story. Oh. There's a few out there.
And he wishes that you do because he does not want every...
So the movie came out in 2018. So this is him when the movie came out. Okay, got it. This is a year after the movie came out? No, the movie came out in 2018. This is 3 months after the movie came out.
Everybody banging on his door, so that's just fine. But hey, those...
And these guys over here that you see to the left, that's Alejandro Rojas. This is one of the shystiest, racist people in ufology. This guy said he hates white people. I heard him say it. This is a guy who does not like you, me, or anybody who looks like me. He was from Arizona, still is, I think. And this guy is as shady as they come. And he's a very gullible, non-critical thinking asshole. Sorry, he just is. Not sorry. All right, I'm going to get to the end where I think Jeremy Corbell acts like a real... Well, he acts like himself. I have to stop it, and I haven't yet, but here we go.
So hard to understand how for so many years this guy could be like the professional best liar, even to his wife and his friends and his family and people like his...
Dude, is this guy stupid? Does he not understand how many people, men and women, live two different lives, have separate families? People can do it. Oh, it's impossible for him to believe. This is what happens when you promote something you're not 100% certain on, or there's a lot of holes in the story, or you're hoaxing something. Jeremy Corbell doesn't give a shit about any status other than his own. He doesn't care about ufology. He doesn't care about Bob Lazar. He only cares about his own reputation. When people get involved with other people, like let's say I knew, well, hold on. Let's say I know Billy Meyer is a freaking hoaxer, right? We all know no aliens visited this guy. All that shit is bullshit. We know it, right? It's been proven. Now, I'm going to make a movie calling the guy credible. Where's the critical thinking when all the evidence is out there definitely showing that Billy Meyer's a hoaxer, a liar? So many things, so many wrong things about Billy Meyer. The evidence is, it's huge. I wouldn't make that movie. Bob Lazar is not Billy Meyer, but he might as well be. The evidence is thin. There's a lot of holes in the story. He didn't go to Caltech. He did go to Caltech. The reader for the palm reader was in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So did they use the same palm reader they did that real S4? Apparently so. Yeah, no. That's why I show this guy. That's why I say what I say about him. Because new people are in this field every day. And a lot of people don't know. They just don't know.
Interesting. How do we do it?
And this guy, the reason he has to stand by his videos, he has to stand by this documentary, even though the proof sucks ass. And his UFO videos are the worst on the no, not the worst, but they're one of the worst on the internet. And we're all idiots. We're all wrong. Jeremy Corbell's right. Yeah, the filmmaker, Jeremy Corbell, the UFO expert, he knows more about this. Because his good friend and mentor, George Napster, told him what to say and what to do and is teaching him the ropes on ufology and how to fake and how to lie and how to get a story past everybody. You just got to go in, Jeremy. Just go in. I went in with Bob Lazar. Look what happened to me. It changed my career. Why don't you call up Bob Lazar, make a movie? I bet it'll change your career. It'll definitely give you a good high status and a good, as long as your movie's good. Well, guess what? The movie sucked. All we saw was Jeremy Corbell for 27 minutes in that movie walking around with no shoes on.
Nice if we could do that.
Give or take.
And there's a whole book that Kathleen Martin and I have done about science was wrong, with all kinds of outstanding professionals saying something was impossible that turned out to happen not very long thereafter because they didn't know. They weren't ready to admit that there was stuff they didn't know. Man's ego gets in the way here. So the fact that you see something that's incredible is a good place to start with, gee, how could they do that? How could I do that? How could I duplicate that? And Bob is curious. It's okay. We'll let him work on it.
Here we go.
My final comment is very simple. I know Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar is the most kick-ass, amazing, crazy.
I'm sorry, I had to stop it. He's the most kick-ass. Remember, third graders and fourth graders out there, Jeremy Corbell speaks your language. He's kick-ass.
Out there scientist that I have ever met. And I've chilled with nanotechnicians and nuclear physicists and a bunch of people. And I got to tell you, Bob Lazar is doing some of the most interesting work. He was painting some sort of radioactive isotope onto ants without killing the ants so that they can be tracked the other day. Who gets contracts like that? Well, scientists do. And I mean,
creative people do.
I am so, yeah, very creative scientist, actually. So I'm, just want to say, Bob Lazar is the most badass scientist you have ever heard of. For those of you that doubt his story, good. Weaponize that. Find out for yourself. Start digging, because we want to get more from Bob, man. He doesn't want to give much. We want to get more from him. So do it. That's my final statement.
Where was it when he went off on Stanton Friedman? That's what I'm looking for.
Scientific, and he just explained compared to the 25 minutes, man, that you've done. And George Knapp is telling us, not only does he believe Bob.
Gene Huff, who I think was here.
He was. He was sitting back there.
Yeah.
Man.
Let's answer.
I got asked by him, what would it take, this is 20-some years ago, to convince me that Bob was telling the truth? It was a friendly conversation. It wasn't an antagonistic one.
This is just me, by the way. I'm not like, I'm not.
Don't have a heart attack now.
Trust me, I'm fine.
Can I?
Gene asked what it would take. I told him, well, a copy of his diplomas, stuff like that, a resume, a list of his papers, a number of such items. And okay, he gave me an address. I sent him copies of my diplomas.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anybody who's got a degree from MIT who can't provide it.
But you never had an in-depth conversation with the czar. In fact, have you ever had a conversation with the czar on the phone?
Yes.
Okay, but literally, it was just to ask for his resume. I mean, there was no.
No, I didn't ask him for his resume.
So you never got to
meet
ask
with
him. You never got to ask him any scientific questions personally. So you're basing it on this other person.
Well, let him answer. Have you been able to ask him scientific questions to verify?
That would be great.
Have you attempted to do that?
Well, I've asked George about making contact with him.
I asked you 2 years ago, sitting right over there, if I could get Bob Lazar and you to talk and have a scientific conversation. Would you do it? And you kind of went like this to me. Like you weren't interested. So.
Well, are you interested? Would you like to talk to him?
I would like to have talked to him yesterday, sure.
Well, great. What we'll do is arrange that.
Let me call him right now.
And Stanton can tell us all about it next year.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was a lot worse. But he was a little bit... Just Jeremy Corbell. Yeah, what else can you say? Joe K. Remember Joe K. again with the Canadian 279. Corbell is the Mikey Horn of Lazar. Yeah. Yeah, he is. Oh my God. He will always be the Michael Horn of Lazar. That is 100% correct. Good one, man. Thanks again for a very good super chat. Remember Joe K? Joe K. You okay? I'm okay. Joe okay. Sorry, I'm gonna yell. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So, what was that? Oh, hold on. Oh, you all right? So what? This is this video? Wait, let me see what this is. Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not playing that. I decided not to. All right. Let's see. Weaponize your well-being. Did you know they found 830 million year old organisms found locked in ancient crystals in the Antarctic? Yeah, pretty wild. Pretty wild. It's pouring out. All right, I want to show you something just to a little cuteness for those of you who just got here. We're almost done, but you know, I like to show some cute videos once in a while. This one, it's up there in my top 50. There's so many. This is amazing. Some of you may have seen this, but I love all animals, God's creatures. This is just amazing. It's a squirrel. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, what's he doing? He knew where to go. What? Get out of there. Where are you going? Give me that walnut. That's my walnut. Get out of here. Give me that. He's gone. That is unbelievable. Come on, man. You would love that to happen. All right. I got one more cute one. Well, this is really kind of cool. This is a guitarist who is phenomenal. Is this name Marcin? Is that his name? For those of you who are into music like me, you may really like, you know who this guy is once you see him playing the guitar. Watch this. Hey, Jimmy Church, are you watching? This is how you play the guitar, you prick. What are you guys? Are you drinking? First you gotta drink my coffee. Then you learn how to play the guitar.
Here we are, back with another one from this guy. What do we got here? Okay. Led Zeppelin. Wow, I don't care what you say, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's good. It's like heavy metal casual. Percussion guitar. I don't know, this guy's good. Nice bands, by the way.
That's crazy good. It is raining so hard outside. Lantonio, member Lantonio, $5 super chat. What's up, GUFON and family? Sorry I was late tonight, but I'll definitely be rewatching in post. Also, Lantonio, watch Alien Addict first, because we were on with Rather Be Squidding from UCR, the Unidentified Celebrity Review. All right, one last video tonight. This is a guy who gets dangerously close to a tornado, films it right up to the very point of where he almost gets killed. Thanks, Lantonio. You are a continuing supporter of GUFON. Thanks, guys. I appreciate this. Cosmic Neighbors with a $5 super chat, a continuing supporter of GUFON. Keep doing your thing, Rich. You know what? I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I just don't want you guys to be bored, and I'm always trying to look for some things that are different that we could talk about. It's hard doing it every day, but I'm just a one-man show. I don't have 5 people. Do I sound like Truth Seekers? I don't have 5 people. I can't get that laugh. I gotta get that laugh. Can't do it yet. Thanks, Cosmic Neighbors. $5 super chat. I can't get it down. I can't get it down. Oh, Fade to Crack. Oh, yeah. I talked about Jimmy already, right? Yeah. Jimmy and his coffee. Jimmy's got coffee. He's got guitars. He is the coolest guy in ufology. Guy retorts Cornado, I almost said. This guy retorts Cornado until the last second. You gotta watch this.
This crazy video of this guy recording a tornado coming straight at him, and he records until the absolute last second. Jesus. Oh my God, there's something exploded, bro. Another one. What is that, like an electrical fire or something? Dude, I don't even know. Something blew up. This is dark. This dude's literally just standing there waiting for this tornado to come and get him. Like, dude, it's literally coming right at you. There's the balls on this guy. So he's okay. As he runs away, he actually gets sucked back by the tornado. But there's a crazy story of this dude that's going to help him rebuild his house. Check it out in a long video I'm making.
Robert Redman, thanks for all you do, Rich. Thanks for the $2 super chat, a continuing supporter of GUFON, Mr. Robert Redman, thank you very much. And for that, because I'm not sure, but I'm going to throw you guys all into... Thank you for the super chat, super donations for GUFON. Thank you, Robert Redman. And good! All of you guys for supporting GUFON. Mucho gusto, generoso. And lastly, one more thing here. Is that it? That it? We're good? All right, I'm told that's it. That's all we got. Well, I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. Yeah, I just did almost four and a half hours of this. I'm a little tired, haven't eaten yet, but thank you very much. Tomorrow we will be back live for the Saturday in the UK show at 5 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. UK time, and that's 2 p.m. Pacific. We will have a great time tomorrow. I've got... Nope. But keep your eyes and ears open, GUFON members and patrons, because the videos will be dropping this weekend, possibly tonight. So keep your eyes and ears open. And thank you, moderators, super chatters, veterans and newcomers, giving this show a chance and giving me your time. God bless all of you. I appreciate it. We are Truthology for ufology. And I want you guys to enjoy the weekend. It's Friday. I'm going to go out in the rain. And I'm going to get you guys some video of the thunder and lightning. Have a good night.
There's a good thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies over Jerusalem, and why did it downward treasured sites in Christianity?